Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Passionate Piscator, and today it's a real treat. We had a little wander down, me and an everyday angler.
Howdy.
Hello, and what did we see? We came down to the Koi Lake here at Angler's Paradise.
It's empty.
It's absolutely empty. There's
Completely
no
empty.
people here at all, and we ummed and ahed. We thought we'd perhaps go on Octopussy, or do we go on to Mystery? And when we came down and saw there was nobody here,
No-brainer.
it was a no-brainer. Straight to a tackle shop, straight buying a ticket, straight getting down here. We've been baiting up the area all around the outside of the lake. We've got the whole lake to ourselves, so the lake is our oyster. And we have been watching some absolutely gloriously coloured koi coming up and taking the dog biscuits we've put in. It's going to be a good session, I think.
I hope so. I really do.
I can't see why it wouldn't be.
No, the signs are definitely good so far.
Yeah, it's a gloriously sunny day. But however, we're not the best in the heat, are we?
Hell no. No.
So it's going to be a bit warm. We've got ourselves set up in the shade across the other bank where a massive carp has just jumped out of the water as we speak. Right next to where we are set up. So there is no time like the present. Let's get going. There we are. I'm all set up. I'm ready to go. Ready for action. Now, I contemplated coming down and using a float rod. Nice little float setup. And fishing maybe in the margins or casting out into the centre. And I contemplated using a feeder rod maybe and casting out towards one of the islands. And I mused over perhaps carp fishing for them with some boilies or pellets. But in my opinion, with the fish in here being as bright and as gloriously golden and white and all the colours of the rainbow, really visible fish, in my opinion, there's only one way to target them, and that is just free lining on the surface. All I've got here is my usual barbel rod with a reel, 8-pound line, which is the minimum line you can use on this lake, and great big size 8 hook, which actually I might go bigger. I'm not sure if size 8 is really big enough. Bait wise, I'm going to be searching for them on the surface. So in my trusty jacket here, I've got a pocket full of rainbows, pocket full of dog biscuits. In this one I've got my pocket bread, essential pocket bread, and just for the hook as well, I've got a little baggie of soft dog biscuits just to pop on the hook and make them a bit easier to put on. I have got some bands should I want to put one of the harder biscuits on, but the soft ones just hook in so perfectly. And the method of today, as always is down here with me, is to patrol around the edges, hide behind all the trees and bushes. Say the whole lake is completely empty other than me and an everyday angler. So we've got the whole place to ourselves. We can go all around the edges here, all around the far banks, around all the trees, dropping in little dog biscuits, seeing the fish we're going to actually be wanting to catch, and just popping it on their nose, nice and gently. Hopefully, bam, they'll be in. That's the plan. The koi in here are very, very coy, and very, very aware of what is going on. Even you could be as quiet as you like, they know something's up. These fish have been caught before, and they are notoriously very, very frustrating to catch. Definitely. But the sheer joy of it. It's so peaceful down here in the wooded area of the Koi Lake. I can't wait. Well, I am waiting because we're still baiting up the areas, gaining the fish's confidence, and hopefully sneaking in, picking out some of the more colourful fish that we like the look of, or maybe the bigger fish, and going for it. As you can see out there, the fish are, I don't know if you can see from there, but the fish are moving around. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good day. A really good day. It's always a good day down on the best lake at Angler's Paradise, the Koi Lake. Now the key to this style of fishing is being quite quiet on the bank, not making too much commotion. The koi are very aware that we're here, When they're being fed, they know that's the sign that there's probably anglers around trying to catch them. So it's being really quiet, moving really slowly, sneaking about, watching the fish. And you could do that best by having a pair of polarized sunglasses on. Even though the fish are really, really bright and you can see them, the water is a little bit murky. So to find the fish exactly that you want, oh, there's a nice one there. Let's put a bit more bait in, a bit more bait. Lovely. Oh, look at that, all the tails coming up. Sometimes it's best to stand and watch them and just chill out for a bit. Try and get them to feed really confidently amongst maybe a few fish, and should be into one. Oh, there's a lovely one there. I'm going to try and go for that one. Wish me luck. There we go. Boy, it's hot in that sun. But take a look at this reward for being out in it and for spending overly long trying to catch this one solitary fish. Look at that. Isn't that magnificent? 5 pounds of golden koi. What a beautiful, beautiful fish with lovely black markings. Beautiful tail. Gleaming in this sun. We won't keep him out too long because of said sun. It's far too warm for the fish to be out. But we need to have a look, don't we? Just a quick look. Mwah, a quick kiss. Thank you, Mr. Fish. And we'll pop this beautiful fish back into the koi lake. Magic. Magic. Really important to take a moment out of this sun, sit in the shade. I pop the chairs in the shade just so I can keep out of the heat of it. That last swim I was in for quite a long time, and the sun's beating down on you from above and beating up at you from the reflecting on the surface of the water, and it's quite frankly exhausting. So I'm just gonna chill out here for a little bit, let the swims die down a bit after all that commotion, and then get back to it in a moment. There's no hurry. Tangled in the trees. Be careful walking about. Have your rod tip, make sure you don't snap it. I actually had a weird dream the other night that I'd managed to snap the tip of one of my rods whilst I was here. So I'm actually super wary of it. I'm just going to creep back round into this swim, slowly, slowly. See what's going on, standing way back from the water. I'll place you just here on this bumpy ground. See if we can just get you to sit straight. Not quite. Oh, it's tricky. There we go. There we go. How you doing there, all right? Good. Right, let's get some, undo the zip. Get some dog biscuits in here again. Hopefully stand in this shade for a little bit and watch them come in. May look like shooting fish in a barrel, because you get several fish coming in. Get a net in place just in case. Yeah, it made it like shooting fish in a barrel sometimes. You get the koi up to the surface and they're feeding away. But these fish know what to look for, and they can come up to your dog biscuit floating bait and they can be like, oh yes, You see them turn and look at it and perhaps and they move away. Every time. It's very, very frustrating. You need a lot of patience. So it does beg the question really as to why I don't float fish or feed a fish or carp fish for them. And the answer there is you just get that really, it's like long moments of quiet and peace and nothing's happening. It's quiet and the world's just moving around you. The breeze is flowing through the trees. The water is gently rippling. And the fish will come up to the surface and take that little dog biscuit and BAM! They go absolutely mental. It's thrashing through the water. It's crashing about. You're holding onto the rod for dear life. And it's instant. That complete change from one thing to the next. And once it's all over, it goes back to that really peaceful, quiet time again. It's high adrenaline. That's what it is. Long periods of quiet and peace, interspersed with points of just the highest adrenaline and excitement. It's very exciting, and the fish do tend to fight even harder when they've been caught off the surface. Not sure what that is. Maybe it's because they have been lulled into that false sense of security, and they're suddenly shocked by the fact, oh my word, I had a hook in it. But it is, as I say, difficult to convince them that there isn't a hook in the oar bait when you're trying to get them to take it. But no, I just really enjoy it. And as the lake's all mine and Naren's today, and we've got the full rain of it, but we are staying over one side in the shady areas because it is blisteringly hot. It's perfect just to move around. When the fish are startled out of one swim, move to another, just keep moving around. It's really, really nice, but again, very frustrating. That orange and black koi took me the best part of, well, when did I get here? Probably about an hour and a half to stalk. And there were plenty of other fish I was trying to target too. But of course the issue is when you can see the fish, you can see which ones are the little tiddly ones, and you can see which ones are the big ones. And of course you want to go for the big ones. Well, I certainly do. Or the more colourful ones, depending on what comes in. And you can get fixated for a long time on catching one fish. There is a point where you need to stop, because otherwise you'll catch no fish all day long, just keeping your eye on that one fish, hoping for that one fish. If you're a proper specimen hunter, which I do go into sometimes down here, I will do, and perhaps another time, and I'm not filming for you guys. For you guys, you want a few fish to see, surely. You don't want to see me wandering around for 4 or 5 hours trying to catch one fish and failing and then going back. And I don't want to do that either, because the fish here are too nice. I don't want to not see them, Oh, here comes something into the swim. Chuck a few more dog biscuits in. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for a moment. I'm going to feed this swim, and I'm going to feed the next swim down, and I'm going to just move in between the two. Keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. When I see a fish I'm after, I'm in. And it'll take another hour or so to catch it maybe, or it could be instant, you just don't know. But it's really nice. It's really good. If you've never free-lined for carp on the surface before with bread or dog biscuits or any sort of floating bait, I highly recommend it. Sort of an orangey one going down around there. I've got like a nice white one or a black and white one next. If I can see one of them, no matter what the size, I'm going to go for it for certain. Oh.
Look at this. Oh.
Every fish you've caught this
I
holiday
know.
has done that.
Look at that. Now mine is a reasonable looking fish, lovely looking
fish.
nice and white. But Steve's,
Da, 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 da.
look at that,
Look at that.
mottled gorgeousness.
Whites and orange and black and all
Look at his
the
eyes.
colours.
How dark his eye is.
Big black eyes.
incredible.
Yeah, he's got black eyes the other side.
Absolutely stunning fish.
Amazing fish. This is why we love the Koi Lake here at Angler's Paradise.
Literally, you cannot beat it. Look at these fish.
You can see why, can't we? Look at that.
Absolutely stunning. Right, I'm going to get this fella back because
Yep.
he's just about to jump. I can feel it.
Of course he is. Come on. Thank you. Go away, Wasp. Right, just before I put this fish back, Aaron's already put his back. Just have a really close look at the colours on it. Beautiful white, black and orange patterns. Look at the scales, tipped with white, orange at the back of them, all that peppering of black dots, and that lovely orange, black and white tail. What an amazing fish. Angler's Paradise Special. It's the wonder the it's so special. Fantastic. It's important in this really hot weather. We've had him out for a couple of photos. Not too long, but it's super important when it's really warm to make sure your fish is fully recovered in the water before releasing it. The last thing you want to do is have it go belly up halfway out and you have to swim out to get it. Just move him around a bit. Adjust your camera. What a glorious fish. Look at the back of the fish. Right, I think that's enough time for you, buddy. Let's get you back into the Koi Lake. Right, another little rest to keep out the sun. It is baking. Pop on another soft dog biscuit. See if I can get another fish. A few just down behind this little bush here, which I'm just using as cover so that the fish can't see me. See if there's any big ones or any really pretty ones at this stage of the game. The sun is lowering down, and wish me luck. There's a nice black and white one down there, but he swam off. If I wanted to catch just tons and tons of fish, I easily could, but I'm really trying to pick out those fish that I want. I'm going to keep feeding them and keep watching them for a bit and see if I can get one that looks really nice. But the problem is, when you put the bait in, other fish move in from underneath the water you can't see. You end up with little tiddly willies. Not that that's a problem. Size doesn't matter. But it would be nice to get the bigger ones, wouldn't it? And the really colourful ones. There's a lot of white koi in here, which are glorious. But I want to see the patterns on some of the other ones. I often take a photo of them. And then when I come back in previous years, I can look back through my old photos and see the same fish and see how much bigger they've got, see how they've changed. And that's really nice as well for return visits. There's plenty of fish in here. These koi which have names, and ones which just so uniquely patterned. Well, they're all uniquely patterned. But you can come back year after year and you can see other people catching them as well on the Facebook, Angler's Paradise Facebook and Instagram accounts. You can, go onto Xenia's Facebook and she has photos up on there as well. And you can see the same fish and see how they've changed. See other people enjoying this experience as well. It's really, really nice.
And here we have the native Steve doing his favourite pastime, catching a glorious koi carp. And there it goes. Look at that. Look at it. It's in the net. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if you watch carefully, you'll see he will marvel in its beauty. And he's done that. He has done that.
I'm exhausted. 40 years old I am now. This is my 40th birthday celebration here at Angler's Paradise with an everyday angler. My friend, best friend Aaron, who I fished with for many years, went to infant school with. He's been catching some fantastic fish too. This one has plenty of energy, so we won't spend too much time with him on the bank. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that the most magnificent thing you've ever seen in your life? 7 pounds and 3 ounces of white, orange and black Angler's Paradise Koi Carp. It's one of the most beautiful fish you are ever likely to catch in the whole of Devon, maybe even the UK. It's breathtaking. I'm lost for words. Every single fish gets me like that, but I get a bit emotional about it really. Look at this. Evolved over millions of years, bred to be these fantastic colours. Absolutely fantastic. Let's pop them back. Sorry, I'm keeping you out too long. The sun's gone down now, but still, give you a kiss. What can I say? Fishing is, for someone like me who suffers with depression and stress and anxiety really badly, particularly depression, fishing is just the best way of just clearing all that away. Being out in nature, wildlife, in the sun, spending it with my closest friend, it's really amazing, just unbelievable. And being able to come face to face with magnificent creatures like that koi, and all the koi, there he is just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I feel privileged to have caught that fish, and all the fish here, and every fish I've ever caught. It's where memories are made. It's where these are the sort of things which you'll never forget for the rest of your life. Especially Aaron in shorts. Okay, so we just decided to call it the end of the day, but with angling, as we all know, there's always one last fish. So we said,
and look at these absolute stunners to finish the day off.
look at
But Steve's was 8.4.
8.4.
Mine was 8 on the nose.
8 on the
wasn't it?
nose. Absolutely amazing.
What a day.
Biggest
It's been
fish of the day.
Brilliant.
And it's the last fish of the day. How lucky are we? Absolutely unbelievable.
Incredible fish. Well,
The Koi Lake, eh?
it's
Angler's paradise.
absolutely fantastic.
It's where memories are made and magic is created.
Fishing
Cheers
with
to Zig Gregoric.
awesome friends.
Yes,
And here we go.
absolutely. Well, thank you very much for watching.
Please like and subscribe to the channels.
Yes, both of them. I'm the passionate piscator,
And I am an everyday angler.
and we will see you next time on the bank. Cheers.
See you later.
Mwah.
Oh, what a day.
What a day. Absolutely exhausting. Oh, the fish are still going. How are we looking? Rested up.
I think he's all right now.
Give him one a little bit longer. It's been a warm day. Oxygen levels low.
He's off.
And away.
And
I'll give one a little bit longer.
You.
Spoils of war. And I'm covered. That's how you know you've had a good day fishing.
Yeah, to be fair. Because when I was over there, I was just wiping my hands on my shorts.
Yeah,
Top.
down the trousers, on
My
the
arms
grass.
are sticky
Yeah.
from slime.
Fish slime everywhere. Ah, oh, that's magic.